You would think I've never been. Hey guys, welcome to the Charleston Chapter's Mixology class. We are the Charleston Chapter of the Hughes Society. We are affectionately known as the Sweetgrass and Iron Chapter, which is named for our rich history here in Charleston. If you are joining us and you are not a member of the Hughes Society, let me give you a brief introduction. This society was founded in 2017 by Tahira Habibi. Please follow her on all socials. She is amazing and fabulous. And make sure you're following the Hughes Society channels. We have chapters all across the US and internationally. So make sure you're following us to come together and have community, because that's what the Hughes Society is all about. We are breaking ground and making sure that Black and Brown representation in the wine industry is here. We are doing it through cultural experiences, through fun activities like this. And even though we're doing it virtually, we are doing it. So we are so happy to have you here to join us. So I am just going to be completely transparent with everybody. I am the president of the Charleston chapter. I am a chapter of one. So if you want to join us, please reach out and let me know that you want to join us, because we are trying to get the chapter off the ground here in Charleston, because it is so important that we have representation. And I am so tired of competing against the big cities, New York, DC, Atlanta, Miami. They're killing it. You guys got to help a girl out, right? So tonight we are rolling into the fall with my favorite spirit, and that is a good old whiskey. Why? Because whiskey is warm. Seriously? What? Do you have kids? Do you have kids? Like, anytime you try to do something at night, your kids do not let you be great, right? The downside of being live is there are no retakes. So we're going to keep this train moving. So if you guys are going to follow along with us tonight, please get out your ingredients, because we are going to get started with our whiskey mixology class. But before we do that, I want to know how many of you are whiskey fans. Just raise your hand to yourself and let us know if you're a whiskey fan. So I'll tell you my favorite whiskey, and then you tell me your favorite whiskey in the chat. So my favorite whiskey that I can literally drink on the rocks with nothing else, it's probably bad, is a Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. Now, I literally drink it with Diet Coke because I feel like you shouldn't be drinking calories, but it is a nice, smooth one to drink that I just really enjoy it. So guys, let me know in the chat what's your favorite whiskey to drink. And I also want to do something. I have here all of the whiskey that I have in my house. And the funny thing is, I knew I drank the Jack Daniels, right? Clearly, it's my favorite one. I was like, but we're not big whiskey drinkers. But I felt like whiskey is a very nice drink to have for the fall. And when I started pulling things out of the bar, the amount of whiskey that we have in this house is literally insane. So I have one, this is a Jim Beam, two, Fireball, don't judge. Three, a Jack Daniels, what is this? A spiced apple punch. I don't even remember getting this one, and it's literally almost gone. And then we have this William Wolf pecan. Don't remember getting that one either. And then I have like all of these like little random Jim Beam shot bottles. There's an apple, a honey, and a vanilla. So apparently we like whiskey more than we think. But the one that I am most excited about is one I have not actually tried. And this is the one that we're going to be using to make our drinks with tonight. This is the Frisky whiskey. If you have heard of this brand, I know I've been under a rock, but if you've heard of this brand, let me know in the chat, because I was trying to decide which whiskey are we going to use. to make our drinks, and I really wanted to use a Black-owned brand. And so I was doing my research on Black-owned whiskey brands. I came across this one, and how perfect is this? So if you haven't heard of it, Frisky Whiskey is not only Black-owned, but they're one of the co-founders. There are three co-founders. One of the co-founders is a woman. Ooh, ooh. And this is distilled right here in Charleston. Like, literally could not be more perfect for us to have our own Black-owned distilled whiskey here in Charleston. Like, how did I not know this? Right? Like, how? So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Like, what what do you have in your whiskey bar? Do you have whiskey? Do you enjoy whiskey? I don't know. All right, so let's start with our first drink. I have a couple of other things that are going on, but let's start with our first drink, and that is going to be an apple cider whiskey sour. These drinks are really easy to make. They are literally dump ingredients in the glass, shake it up, stir it, pour it over some rocks, and enjoy. But we're gonna do it anyway. Everything doesn't have to be complicated to be awesome. All right, so I gave you guys a list of ingredients in the emails that you got for the event, but I didn't give you the recipe. So take your whiskey. If you're gonna follow along, we're gonna start with the whiskey. Might as well just start with the main ingredient, right? I'm usually a free pourer. Are you a free pourer? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a free pourer. I don't typically measure, but for the sake of this video and this recording, I will measure the whiskey. So for this particular recipe, we're gonna do 2 ounces of whiskey. So I'm gonna use my little jigger that I almost never use, but it came with this set, so I have it. And I'm pretty sure this is more than 2 ounces. I swear, whenever I go to a bar and they take out like the jigger and they start measuring, I'm just like, seriously, just give me my drink, give me my drink. Okay, we're gonna have 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice. So I have pre-squeezed some lemons, and I have my pre-squeezed lemon juice here. And I am going to add that to my cocktail. And then we are going to add 1 ounce of apple cider. So I almost decided to use apple juice instead of apple cider because we have apple juice in the house. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because if you can see, apple cider is very thick and it is not the same as apple juice. So don't substitute apple juice. Don't substitute apple juice in your drink. Let's see, where are we going next? We are going to use a little bit of simple syrup, probably about 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. So I am actually using some salted caramel simple syrup. If you don't know, you can actually make simple syrup. You do not need to buy it. I bought this one for a holiday party, so we had it, but I typically just make it. It's so super easy. It's sugar and water. There's no reason to spend $4, $5, $10 on simple syrup. I haven't actually seen $10 simple syrup, but I've seen like $5 simple syrup. I saw it today in the store. All right, so that's it. So we have our whiskey, our lemon juice, we have a little simple syrup, and we have the apple cider, and we are now going to shake it up. Wait, forgot the ice. Forgot the ice. We are going to shake it up over some ice. Because you want your drink to be cold. All right, here we go. Oh, it actually smells really good. Okay, I am not Tom Cruise from cocktail, so I cannot do like the super fancy shake. This is it. This is what we got. Alrighty, I'm gonna strain it, and we are going to pour it into our glass over some ice. we are going to garnish it with an apple slice. You can use whatever apple that you want. That broke, that is not good. Make sure you slice your apples and actually give them like a little bit of a, don't just slice them with a knife, but actually create like a little bit of a rectangle in your apples when you slice them so that they can actually sit on the glass. Otherwise, it will break. All right, and there it is. My goddaughter, she's 2, and she is like roaming the halls right now. Because why? Our kids are never going to bed whenever we're doing anything. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. So this is our first drink. So let's try this one. Let's see what we think. Ooh, that is good. I think the salted caramel and the whiskey changes the flavor just a little bit. If you want it to be more of a, if you want to taste the apple a little bit more, maybe not use a flavored simple syrup. And this whiskey actually has caramel and vanilla hints in it. So it's more of a flavored whiskey. It's not just a plain flat unflavored whiskey. So if you want to taste the apple more, definitely go more with a flat unflavored whiskey. But I love vanilla and I love caramel. So the salted caramel simple syrup paired with the frisky whiskey caramel vanilla whiskey is, it's beautiful. So we're gonna sit that right there for now. And we're gonna do a little bit of trivia. So who's ready? Girl, you should not know the answer to any of my 8-year-olds. Like, and I'm like, no, you're not. Like, you should know the answer to any of these questions. Can you have apple cider after I'm done? Okay, all right. Back to the trivia. Okay, so our first trivia question. Throw the answer in the chat if you know. Which Black-owned whiskey brand is named after the first African-American master distiller, Nathan Nearest Green, who taught Jack Daniel how to distill? Jack Daniel. Like, this one is literally so obvious. So I just gave you the answer. I totally gave you the answer. Jack Daniel? No. Oh. He taught Jack Daniel. Oh. It is Uncle Nearest. So that would be the answer if you guessed it. That is correct. All right. So Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey honors Nathan Green's legacy and has become the fastest growing whiskey brand in the US, led by an all-female executive team. We are not talking about what we've seen in the news lately. Question number 2. Put your answers in the chat. What brand is recognized as Kentucky's first Black-owned distillery, founded by brothers Victor, Chris, and Bryson Yarbrough? Again, the answer is in the question. It's in the question. Kentucky Fried Chicken. All right. It is Bro Brothers Distillery. Their bourbon is award-winning and marks a historic milestone in a region deeply tied to bourbon culture. Question number 3. Which Black-owned whiskey brand was created to honor the child prodigy botanist Edmund Albius, known for revolutionizing vanilla cultivation? Which I love anything vanilla, especially a good vanilla lavender candle. That is literally like my favorite scent. All right. Again, the answer is in the question. Answer to this one is Edmund Honor Bourbon. Named after Albius, the bourbon is finished in cognac cask and reflects themes of legacy, creativity, and resilience. All right, this is the last question. This is a bonus question. There are so many possible answers to this question. Other than the three we just named, name another notable Black-owned whiskey brand that has been highlighted or honored or recognized around the globe. There's so many options here. So many options. So we have Frisky Whiskey, we have Sir Davis, we have Jackson McCrae, 2 Cents, Abasola Whiskey, Black Eden 1912, Delta Dirt Distillery, Fresh Bourbon, John Lee Hooker Legacy Spirits, Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon Company, New England Sweetwater, New Dawn Distilling, Red Hazel Whiskey, and Birdie Brown by Henderson Spirits Group. So if you guys are into whiskey and you want to try some Black-owned brands, definitely check out one of those if you have not yet. All right, so we are going to keep this train and party moving, and we are going to hit our next drink. So our second drink is the Spiced Maple Old Fashioned. I have old fashioned cups. I should have brought them. All right, we're gonna just go with this. I didn't bring the old fashioned glasses. All right, we are gonna start. We're going back to our whiskey, right? So we're gonna start with 2 ounces again. And again, we are using the Frisky Whiskey. And remember, this one has hints of caramel and vanilla. So if you're looking for the other ingredients to really kind of flavor your drink, you're gonna want to start with an unflavored whiskey. But again, I love caramel and vanilla, so we're going with that tonight. This one we have maple syrup. So again, I was planning to substitute the syrup that we typically keep in the house, right? Which is, it's Pearl Milling Company now, but you know, I grew up, it was Aunt Jemima. That is the butter rich syrup that we have in our house. And I was like, oh, syrup is syrup. But apparently maple syrup and Aunt Jemima are not the same things. This syrup is so thin. So I'm glad I got it. So we're going to add about a half an ounce of maple syrup. We are not using the super thick pancake syrup that we all know and love. I mean, I guess you could, but it's probably going to make your drink really, really thick. So we're going to go with that. So bitters. This recipe calls for the Angostura bitters. I've had, but you can substitute orange bitters. So I'm going to substitute orange bitters because I've had these bitters in my house for far too long. And the idea of purchasing another bottle of bitters to just sit in the house just didn't make any sense. So we're just going to use a couple of dashes of the orange bitters. And that's it. That is your drink. We're going to put some ice. And we are going to shake it up. Make it nice and cold. And then we are just going to pour it in our glass. All right. If I were to get this drink in a bar, I would feel so cheated, but I did follow the recipe, so that's all you're supposed to get. It's pure liquor. There's no chaser in that. So I can totally understand why it's 2 ounces. Can you seriously turn that phone off? Little girl. Joella, turn the phone off. What is wrong with you kids? This is insane. Okay. So it is witching hour around here. What can I say? All right, so you want to decorate your drink. I have a couple of cinnamon sticks that we're going to toss in here. to a flavor, stir it around. I don't know if you've ever eaten a cinnamon stick. They are not the most tasty things, but Ceylon cinnamon is probably my favorite, and it's actually really, really healthy and good for you. And then we are just going to rim the glass with an orange wedge, and this is your spiced maple old fashioned. So now we're gonna try it. Ooh, I don't, ooh. Maybe do this one with an unflavored whiskey. Oh, they call for an unflavored whiskey for a reason. It's it's interesting, but I want to actually taste this whiskey solo because I want to see the real flavor of it. Now in Charleston, we do have, I know about the Firefly Distillery, and you can actually do tours of it. I am going to have to find out if this distillery does tours because I would love to do that. Wouldn't that be like a fun Charleston Hughes Society event if we could go and do a tour of the distillery together? All right. It smells really, really good. It's like really thick. I don't know. You wine lovers, is that how it was? That's how we smell wine, right? Probably not all in the glass like that. It's probably just, I know. All the people studying for their WSETs are probably cringing right now. So, ooh, ooh, ooh. That might replace my Tennessee honey. Okay, Jack, you might, you got a little competition there. All right, guys. So I don't know about you guys, but I so enjoyed that. And I had an absolute blast. Look at that. I got you guys in and out in under an hour. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with the Charleston Hughes Society. Listen, this is it. This is not it. This is just the beginning. We are kicking off our Moja Arts Festival. So if you are not familiar with Moja Arts, it is a big arts-based festival with like music and actual like, why can't I think of the word fine art? And um I'm trying to use the word art, but it's just like, what can I think of the word? No, but it's like it's dance, it's theater. Why couldn't I think of the word theater? It's dance, it's theater, it's actual like art on a canvas and sculpture. It's just a great time and it celebrates us. It is the perfect pairing for a Hughes Society event. So that kicks off September 25th. And so we are going to kick off the Moja Arts Festival by hosting a paint and sip. And it is a paint and sip. It is live. There will be a DJ. We will have a ton of fun. If you want to paint with us, the cost is $50. And the company will ship your painting kit directly to your house. It is a virtual paint and sip party. I am so super excited that we can all come together and do this, and we don't have to even leave our homes because I like being in the house. So if you want to participate and you don't want to paint, you don't have to, but the cost is $20. I will make sure that I believe the email about this event has gone out for Hughes Society members. If you're not a member of Hughes Society and you want to participate in this event, just shoot me a message, let me know, and we can make that happen. But yes, we want to kick off the Moja Arts Festival. We want to do it big. It's a big event here in Charleston, and we want to support. And this is our way of supporting and having a good time and coming together and celebrating the Hugh community. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us for our whiskey mixology class. I know this wasn't Tom Cruise cocktail, but we did get some yummy cocktails, and I learned about a brand new whiskey that I am so super excited about. So thank you guys so much, and have a great night. Bye. Oh look, we have some friends here. Hi,